Hello and welcome back to Music with Mascots. We are here with another 5-minute record review. Today we're going to look at two solo performances in the classical genre. We have a guitarist, classical guitarist, and an amazing pianist. Let's start off with Stephanie Jones. She is one of an amazing group of young classical guitarists out there right now. And this is Colors of Spain. So this is Albanese you've got Torina, Tarrega, then you've got some older pieces, Sor, Gaspar Sanz, Madura, Narvaez. And these are, from pre-Baroque to Baroque. And gives you a very nice flavor. These are beautiful performances. Now, if you are into classical guitar, like I am, I play a little. I've got shoulder problems, so I don't play much anymore. It's one of the ones that you really need to listen to as far as the younger generation coming up. Astonishing player, and at some point I'll probably be reviewing some more of her work. And I'll give you a link down to it. You're gonna find these refreshing performances. They're not your standard interpretations that you've heard a million times based on the Segovia or somebody else's older. But they're not so far out there that they're offending the senses, trying to find stuff that isn't there. They're fresh. They're just refreshing, and it's nice to hear them in this collection. And it's nice to put this collection on and to hear them so beautifully played. Definitely, the performance is outstanding. The recording quality is lacking a little bit. I did not find it quite as good, but the performances make up for that. I'm going to give you a link to some of her stuff on YouTube down below. A lot of YouTube stuff for Stephanie Jones. We move into Sviatoslav Richter. This is a 5 CD set that I picked up of Russian concerts of Richter's. And this is a really nice collection. The sound quality is not great, but the performances are. And Richter in particular, I love his interpretations of Beethoven. His interpretations of the Russians is amazing. And his interpretation of Schubert is the best. This is a really nice collection. It gives you a good variety. And Richter always performed recording live performances rather than recording studio performances. He always felt he could not get the emotion up for a studio performance. And I understand that because, a lot of performances draw that inspiration and that energy from the audience. They're performing for an audience. And in the studio, that's sometimes hard, especially as a solo performer. And if you listen to his studio performances versus his live performances, you'll see why he doesn't have that many studio performances. He really likes the energy of the live performances. And some of his performances are not that good. Some of them are just great. And, his stuff is out there enough that you can stream it all and decide what you want to get and what you don't want to get. And I encourage you to do that before you buy a piece of his that you want. Stream it, listen to it. Some of these performances are available on YouTube. I'm going to give a link to the G major Schubert Sonata performance. And it's very unusual. The opening movement is very slow. It's easily the slowest performance out there. And you can argue that the opening movement is too slow. I would not agree with that. I quite like it. There are other performances out there that are slower than some of the mainstream performances that I also like. But it's very emotional. It draws you along. And, you can argue that maybe you shouldn't have taken that first section repeat since it's drawn out so long. But listening to the rest of that sonata even if you don't like that slow first movement. It's just an amazing performance. Watch it, enjoy it, see what you think. All right, that's what I got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Listen to music.